Let's dive right in. Al, you have wandered into this portal behind the deviously fancy boy ball, which leads you into quite an area. What you see is, your standard dining room. Surprisingly, not overly fancy. You would think the kind of person Hornball is, it would be more of a extravagant feast laid out before you. It's a simple, hot area with some surprisingly well cooled cheese and bread on a table as he sits across this long table with two seats and makes a hand motion bidding you to take a seat at the other end of the table.
Yeah, he'll look around for a moment and then he'll go ahead and take a seat. So, what interesting deal do you have for me this time?
Who says I have a deal? Maybe I'm just trying to make conversation with one of my favorite people.
Anything's possible, I suppose, but I feel as though for something this secluded, there is a purpose behind it.
Perhaps. What do you think the purpose could be, besides a deal?
Hmm, no idea, really. We've come into some interesting information, and if you have any way of listening in, perhaps that has piqued even your interest. If that's not the case, well, perhaps you have some more information of something that I have an interest in.
Perhaps. Well, then I'll be just rather blunt with it. I am a little concerned about you, Thou.
And what exactly is it that concerns you?
I feel that you have. How do I word this without offending you? I know how you mortals get. To be blunt, I think you've gotten a bit soft, especially for what you may need to do.
I will put it this way. While certain decisions as of late have been weighed differently, my overall objective and whatever I need to do to achieve that remains the same.
Huh. Now, what is your objective?
To return,
Revenge, right?
yes, revenge. To go back to my city, make all those in power. It is, well, the simplest means is that I plan to crush all of those in power. The system, its rules, how people with magic are treated, why children are taken away. And if I must rule in its stead afterwards, then so be it.
Oh, a little grander than I was expecting for you. I'll be honest.
What did you expect?
Oh, I don't know. Some kind of friendly kumbaya. We're gonna waltz in there, Out, destroy the oppressors and free the people. Blah blah blah.
Well, unless I find a ruler that I deem more worthy of the position, once they are dealt with, someone will have to take power.
And who is the ruler of your hometown?
Chris has to remember their name. Um, I actually don't think.
I don't think there is a name. I honestly, if you say you don't know, that's completely fine.
Okay. uh, the name of the rulers or the council, whatever they are, is unknown to me. It's not something that is spoken of often, and anyone who seems to question it, well, people have disappeared for less.
Do you think your ruler is a dwarf like you?
It's a possibility. With something so secret as not even knowing their name or what they might potentially look like, it could be anyone. I suppose it could even be you, but I highly doubt that.
Oh, if only, if only. That would be nice.
Not for you.
I suppose I would be fueling your ire towards me. Well, what if I told you? What is it that you mortals know? Kind of just whistles to himself. Do you feel strong, Val? Do you feel like you've amassed enough power to accomplish this goal of yours?
No.
Do you feel you could face a primal threat? Something original?
Alone in my current state? Unlikely.
Do you think your merry band of naysayers and happy-go-lucky friends could assist you against a primal force? Something that has existed long before the first breath of air was puffed out from your insignificant lungs.
We would certainly make a valiant attempt if it came to it. At the current level that we stand, unlikely.
Yes, yes, that's as much as I've ascertained. Well then, it seems you have a need for more power quickly. Well, more quick than you think, if you wish to save that little sister of yours, after all.
His eyes narrow at that. What do you know?
Oh, I know a few things. I know a many things, my friend. I know she is alive. I know she's branded. And I know who she serves.
She serves. Who
Well,
is it?
it's a nice way of putting it. Well, I shouldn't say who she serves, rather of what. Though it seems your paths are destined to cross regardless, given your recent conversations, but let me explain something to you. There are the gods, and then there are the primals. Do you know the primals?
I do not.
It's some ancient mumbo jumbo hickory bickory stuff. They attached himself to one of the four elements. And it seems yours is attached to the one of fire.
So there are more like this Leviathan we've heard mention of.
I don't know what a Leviathan is, but it's possible they are within the same realm of creature. What I will say is you've had some experience with a conduit of the products. Your friend Basil holds a spectral piece of them, after all.
The genie.
Indeed.
And what is your relationship with these primals? Friend, foe, neutral party?
Well, I would say I do my best to avoid them. I already have the gods after me. What need do I have for the primals too? What I will say is I have a very unique interest in what could happen were you to be able to slay one of their vanguards.
I'm listening.
So it's within my best interest that you slay one, and within your best interest that you slay one quickly.
And this vanguard of the primal. This is of the same one that has hold over my sister, or different?
It's the only one I know.
Very well. Now, this power, you've mentioned the strength to slay one of these primals, or even their vanguard. What is required?
Mm. He has like a kind of wicked grin. Well, you see, Thou, what I require is souls. Cliche, isn't it?
I figured we would come to this discussion eventually.
I don't believe you're willing to make a pact with me. Imagine not. But if you are, the offer is always there. But at the very least, would you be willing to harvest some souls for me?
And how exactly would I go about harvesting these souls? Would it just be the random occurrences that I kill, specific targets?
Well, with magic, of course. I would grant you a boon. On
Yeah.
top of what was already given to you by the beetle, of course.
And how many of these souls do you require?
Hmm, how many? I suppose it depends on the quality. Let's say you get me the first one you can grab, and we'll use that as a benchmarker. This is a little bit experimental, with in my side as well, if you catch my drift.
He thinks about it for a moment. And how exactly do I harvest the soul? I would imagine you would show me whatever means is necessary.
I will transcribe a spell into your spellbook, and you will be free to use it as you wish on who you see when who you choose to use it on.
I could agree to that. If there is no, at the moment, uh, a number that you have in mind, I wouldn't want to be running around capturing thousands and thousands of souls.
Oh, I don't think thousands are necessary. Let's start with 10 uniquely strong ones. Hmm? So you can ascertain someone's strength.
A time limit.
Oh, there is a time limit. I'm not entirely sure. Tell you what, I'll have scouts of mine go as far as they can on checking on your sister and come back to you on that.
Very well. However, I would also request, as I am, despite our current journeys, we don't encounter necessarily strong souls often. I'd imagine the common bandits or mercenaries that we might encounter won't match your standards. So, if there is a particularly strong one in the vicinity, perhaps a way of locating them, or at least a hint that one might be nearby.
Hmm. Hint that one. There's a few, actually. I believe there are two that I have had my eyes on recently. Actually, now that I think about it, three. Tell you what, when you're near them, I'll let you know. I do believe you are fated to cross their path after all.
Very well. And just because these are ones you are interested in does not necessarily make them a guarantee that I will extract their souls. I would hate for one of my companions to find someone they've been looking for, only to find out that that was one that you are interested in.
That is fair. Like I said, it's a spell you can use to your discretion on who you'd rather use it. I don't care as long as I get the souls.
You have yourself a deal.
Shall we cheers to it over some wine?
As long as it's not poisoned and won't cost me anything. Sure.
Poison. Psh, I am not so sneaky. Very well. And he kind of claps his hands together. And what you actually see is a familiar face walk through the door. Archibald, holding a nice big bottle of wine and two silver chalices, places it down in front of both of them.
Baron will just look and just. Your end of the deal, I'd imagine.
He kind of just looks at you, looks at Hardball, and says, I'll take my leave then. Does his bow and walks away.
Well, seems some aspirations. This is where they go to die.
Such is the nature of working with devils, but I'm sure you knew that.
To our continued understanding.
Here, here. And he takes a swig of the wine before he flicks his fingers up, opening another portal back to where you just were. And then he says, well, off you go. Feel free to take the cheese.
Yeah, he'll down the wine, and yeah, he'll take the cheese as well. Shit, why not? Until next time. And then he'll go ahead. No, he'll turn around. Before I go, the information about this orb and the boon that you promised.
Simply check your spellbook, Val. I'm sure you'll be happy with the additions you received.
Well, aren't you efficient? Very well. Yeah, he'll turn and walk out.
Yeah, I will send you those. Well, yeah, you return back to where you left to your accompanied party.
Hornball sends his regards. And cheese, apparently.
Olo looks unamused. At least he left you in one piece.
Indeed, he did. Yeah, I'd imagine there's probably like a silence where Polo is like staring a hole at Thalrin. Well,
Eh,
are you going to axe?
Should I?
Probably not.
Then I won't. But I trust you won't do anything that will cause total annihilation to our party.
No. There may come a time when, if we should do battle with someone, I may have a need of certain things. But that won't concern anyone here.
Let's keep it that way. We have enough on our hands as is. And she does glance at Eric's new form. Which I guess Eric isn't here, is he? Let's say
Ah.
Holo looks in the direction of where him and Zuhara are at.
So, any more conversation to be had, or are you guys going to carry forward?
Well,
I'm
let's
good
get a
to go.
move on since we're done with your beetle business. Hope it was worth it.
As she says that, Thal is actively looking at his spell book and, pretty much on the hope it was worth it. He smiles. Yes, I do believe it was.
In that case, let's get on. There are no roads here. Make haste to Ashka. Boy, you. Hopefully you weren't scratched up too much. She looks at Collaball as she says that.
I feel fine. I could use a moment's rest before another fight, though. 'Though. 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 '
Perhaps we take a break then before heading out, lest we encounter monsters on the road. Though this might be troll country. Oh, sorry, what did Ciara call them? Snatches.
So perhaps we move on. If another fight is needed, I will be okay so long as I receive assistance more on the front line.
Sounds like a job for Thal. Can really give him a good boxing.
I think he just raises his eyebrow to this.
I am actually most impressed with your other companion's fighting ability. His projectiles seem to do quite a fair bit of damage. And I will be saying that towards Basil.
He's a quick learner. I taught him myself. What can I say?
Ah, so he is your apprentice.
Quite.
Very good.
Basil just kind of smirks a bit at that and gives Holo a look. Nice.
Well, my mighty apprentice, see to the wounds of this solid individual here, and we'll be on our way. You can do that, right? Just like Wagon.
Yes, well, probably have to take about an hour or so rest and then prepare, but yes. That.
Okay. Suhara, where are you? Is it safe to stay here? Or if there are 3 snatchers, there will be many.
Hello?
Oh, yes, my girl. We killed 3 snatches. Do we need to move, or is it still safe here?
I suppose if snatchers are coming out here, it's probably best we get a move on.
All right. Lead the way. Continue heading same direction. As soon as we find safe haven, we will need to rest.
Understood. How fast do you all wish to travel? Just until we find somewhere safe to lay.
I imagine there's one of us who would prefer haste over all other.
Yes, please. Quickly. Again. Prepared.
Understood. She doesn't even. What direction you guys were going? North, west? Is that what you said? Or just north?
Northwest?
I think it was northwest. Whatever direction is supposed to be.
Yeah, we were relying on Suhara to get us there.
And if you're looking for safe place to rest as you travel, you guys can give me a survival check, whoever is the one keeping an eye out for it. Oh, yeah, he's Caliber, roll a d20.
Roll a d20.
As you guys continue to travel along, say an hour or two go by, the sands are clear. No real issue ahead as you continue to go. And are you guys still looking for things besides the safe place to go as you travel, or just moving along?
What do you mean? What?
Are you keeping an eye out for anything like points of interest as you go, or are you just focus on moving ahead?
I will say for Thal's part, he's too busy enamored into his book as they're walking, so he's not paying attention to surroundings.
Oh yeah, Calabal will be definitely kind of keeping an eye out.
Oh,
He's
is
not one
definitely
to-
looking. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying he's not one to like just be moving without watching. Is all.
Holo's mainly focused on getting us to a safe haven so we can short rest, and then afterwards, get to a safe place for the evening. Although if it's getting later in the day, she'll just find a camping site that's defensible.
Well, as you guys carry on, you notice that the dunes here are getting rather thicker as your feet starts to sink into the sand a bit. You are able to find a bit of a rocky outcrop that you could potentially place a camp on. And it's probably going to be your best bet for wherever you're traveling at the moment.
Or do these dunes get worse as we go this direction?
Yeah, that's why it's ideal that we usually have a sand skimmer with us.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Well, my vote would be to rest here before we get too deep in the dunes, lest disaster strikes. Maybe even call it a day. We did expend a lot of energy getting to this point, and it has been a very, very long day already.
Understood. Would you want me to keep watch out for snatchers while you guys rest?
Is it at nighttime?
It's getting there. It's getting a bit late. You can see the skies turning a bit of an orange.
I'd say eyes on watch would probably be a good thing. Yes.
Yes, and
Never
we'll
hurts.
split duties. We are all together in this now.
Well, I don't know if you have pointed ear folk where you're from, but our race is uniquely gifted at not necessarily needing to sleep much. So I don't mind covering the majority of the watch if you all really need your rest.
But if you insist. I leave it to you, Tahara of the Soul.
The soul.
I don't know, who do you worship again? Sun God?
Oh. I am in worship of soul, yes.
Are you devout?
Suppose that's really hard for me to say.
Or you have doubts?
Just kind of crosses his arm a bit, says, "Hey, what's with the interrogation?"
Oh, no reason.
Well, if that's all, I'll go keep watch then. She kind of pouts and walks off.
Was she uncomfortable with the questions or just being interrogated in general?
Give me an insight check. She was a little uncomfortable at the topic of conversation.
I can't tease anyone anymore, it seems.
Perhaps you're just getting a bit rusty.
That is true. It's been a while since I've stolen from someone. Or spun such a tale that it wound their brain into a twist.
I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity.
Perhaps. Let's bed down and get some sleep. Don't know what other terrors are going to be in this desert.
Any pre-long rest activities?
Mm,
I'd say Basil will actually attempt to have another discussion with Midmar. It's feels like it's been a little while.
Go for it.
Probably take his long rest inside of the music box since Suhara offered to stay on watch. And while inside there, kind of just search for and call out to Midmar. Hello, are you around?
Basil, what
Ah,
brings you here?
oh well, it is a safe place for me to reside. Yes, and responsible for it. I am ownership of this little pocket realm of ours. But I was actually have a discussion with you in particular.
With me?
Of course, there's no one else in here to do.
I suppose that's true. What has you bothered?
Well, I found Master Aethelwolf.
You did. Well, that's fantastic.
Yes, I thought so as well at first. But as quickly as I found him, I immediately lost him as well. And apparently he's in far worse predicament.
You could kind of see him shakily get off of his chair and walk over to you and say, "My boy, explain. What do you mean?"
Oh, where to begin? Well, I'm sure you've noticed, or maybe I've discussed with you. Regardless, we are traveling with this individual we call Eric, who turned out to be some sort of fallen angel, solar, celestial being. That's a whole nother thing going on. But, yes, apparently Master Aethelwolf has fallen under the influence of this being known as Leviathan. Creature, this entity, whatever it is, has apparently been behind much of the goings on in our adventures, particularly the influence behind the Woodhurst catastrophe, and possibly much. I. I'm not really sure what to make of all this.
Mm, Leviathan, you said.
Apparently, we didn't really get much more information than what I just told you. Seemed to have control of an entire town. Uh, and
You can kind of see him visibly shaking.
I take it you are aware of this, yeah?
If it is Leviathan, then that is what is sickening, Mother.
This entity is behind really all of our.
It's the only conclusion I can jump to.
And what exactly are we to do? All I know, only plan that we come up with is, well, Eric's. Sent here to craft some sort of weapon. Defeat, destroy, slay. Never. Leviathan. Particulars are a little fuzzy.
Oh. He kind of paces around a bit. He sits back onto his chair weakly and goes, I'm not sure, Basil. I would have to do some research. Perhaps.
What sort of research? How are you going to research while stuck inside of this music box? Prison.
His hands kind of clamp on the chair as he looks around. He says, damn it. Here. And he kind of tosses you a large shot. Went next door by the coast. A safe coast. Go into that. It should give word to my daughter. She shall come find you.
Are you a daughter?
Is that shocking to you?
Well, no, not. I just was expecting that. What am I to say to her, or
She is more free than I am. Perhaps she can get you more information on this Leviathan.
well,
I only know that that creature taints the very waters that we love. So it's in her best interest to be aware of its existence, and her best interest to figure out how to stop it.
right. Well, there is a slight that plan, and so we are currently heading, as far as I'm aware, in the opposite direction of any coast that I know. Could this work at any large body of water, or does it need to be the sea in particular?
I would say that you have to reach the sea.
Of course.
I'm sorry, Basil. I feel you're being pulled into many different places that you weren't meant to be at.
Yes, I feel I'm getting stretched quite thin. The more I learn and discover, the more I realize my goals are nearly in direct conflict with those that I travel with.
Oh. This country is surrounded by water. I'm sure you'll find coast soon enough. You head to this city of brilliance. I imagine if it survives, it's near some water. What manner of body, I'm not sure.
Yes, let's hope, at least. See? Sorry, this is just... All of this is rather... I saw him. He was right in front of me, and I left him. I may not have had a choice in the matter, but regardless, I left him. I read again.
So, my boy, you have to take your victories where you can grab them. Yes, you lost him, but now we know where he is, and now we know that he's alive.
How can I leave him there and continue adventuring out? Is it not my responsibility to do something? Rescue him, get him out of there, away from this influence, or how can I just leave him there?
So, are you confident that you even could do anything in that moment?
No, but
Then
does that mean I
there's no
shouldn't attempt it? Does that mean I shouldn't even at least try? I'm not confident that our current goal is going to do anything of... Well,
You're looking for a plan, no? You have some lead to go off of. There's no shame in trying to find something that works. Like I said, he's not dead. He's not hurt, is he?
brief seconds that I saw him, he's well enough, but
And that means you have all the opportunity to rescue him still.
the longer I leave him, the closer he is to this Leviathan, the deeper he falls into this abyss, the stronger the hold this thing has on him. I was able to break Master Uhtred. Entity, its pull. Who's to say I could not do the same with Master Aethelwolf if we got him far enough away? Is it... Eh, I've already
Well, then,
agreed to destroy this Leviathan if it came to it. I stand by that, but I can't help but question, is that truly my responsibility?
well, I suppose then. Hmm, I simply can't make a decision for you in that regard, Basil. Follow your heart. Do what you can. If you can think of a way that can get him out of there, use it. But grasp on what leads and clues you have and follow them to the road they reach. That's the only advice I can give you. This Leviathan, this being, is not a trivial matter. So, rash actions won't bring a satisfying conclusion. I care for the young master as much as you do, Basil, but running towards it blind is not going to save anyone. If anything, it may just force you to be captured, and then your companions will be forced to save you. Would you rather that be the case?
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be burdened. Have been. I... Damn it. Fine. I will remain on the course that we have chosen.
Don't think of it as something linear, Basil. If you're able to come up with a better plan, don't hesitate to bring it up.
I will continue to think on this, but unfortunately, this weapon be the best plan we have, as at least everything will change soon. Some new bit of information will be revealed. I don't like leaving him there. I understand he's relatively safe, but I feel as though I'm failing him.
You're a good servant, Basil. I'll say that much. I can't say many would relish your status. Even I, as good as Master Aetherwolf is, I am not pleased at being trapped in this box as a servant.
Yes, about that, you do seem to be getting worse as anything else than just bringing you to sea. I apologize, we were right there, but it was for the briefest of times. I didn't have an opportunity to reacquaint you. Water that I seem to be getting worse. Worse. What happens if you... Well, what happens to me, this selfish perspective, if you lose this battle of...
He sits there, kind of coughs out like a slice, right? And he says, well, then you would have one less headache.
rather sad look, kind of appears on Basil's face. That may have been how this started, but I'm a long way and much changed. Ooh. I've come to rely on you, your information. Well, powers and things that you have bestowed upon me. Something were to happen to you and I were to lose these abilities, I don't know if I would have any path to rescue Master Aether. I need you. Strongest.
He does kind of have a more stout and serious expression and says, I understand, Basil. Worry not. I will hold out for as long as I can. I won't die on barren lands away from mother.
Do everything in my power to it. Well,
You will rescue your master. We will. Or I try.
I try. Well, I have more questions, but I think we both could use a bit of rest after these revelations. You?
Yes. Feel free to make yourself comfortable any way you like. Maybe even by the egg if you wish.
I might. At that, Basil will just kind of silently walk over to the egg and kind of sit down near it, next to it, and kind of just place a hand on it. Listen.
As you kind of place your hand on it, you kind of, I wanted, well, I'm not going to speak for your wife, but as you near the egg, you do feel kind of a comfort. You don't feel pain or anything, just a nice warm comfort surrounding it as you notice that the rubies have kind of started engulfing the egg, kind of growing over it.
Kind of ponder that for a minute. Just kind of say to himself. Yeah, probably just end up taking his rest there next to the egg.
So you're just gonna take the rest there. That's it.
I think so. Yeah, there's not much else to go over it.
All right. Anything else for anyone else?
Yeah, can I talk? And is it Gladiol? Is that how you pronounce his name?
No, it's Eric.
You're still there. All right. Yeah, can I talk to have a conversation with Eric?
Feel free.
So yeah, we'll walk up as everybody's setting up camp. I have a question for you, Eric.
As Flower, you smell rather fiendish right now. Devil talks.
Yes, you can say that. You mentioned a dwarf smith. You also mentioned my home. Who exactly do you seek there?
What's his name? Rasp?
You said Rasp?
Yes. I believe he goes by the name Rasp.
Would I know the name?
You would. RASP. You need to like control F or something.
Uh, Interesting. I know the one. And why exactly this particular dwarf?
From what I hear, or I could gain and understood from my travels and research, is that he has quite unique blacksmithing abilities. If we're going to make a weapon, I'd rather it not be shoddy, if you catch my drift. And then there's also the uniqueness of the material. I imagine we will need an excessive amount of heat to smelt it all down into the weapon we desire. What's a better place than a volcano for that?
There will be complications.
Will there?
I did not leave my home on particularly good terms, and they are not overly fond of those with magical capabilities.
So a degree of secrecy may be necessary.
I can potentially get us inside the city if a few areas are still accessible. However, I do have business there as well.
Business.
Yes, and the business I have will surely cause a stir. So, I will get you into the city. I cannot promise anything after that.
See, seems rather serious. Well, at the very least, once we've reached the blacksmith, you won't have to worry too much about my direction. After that, it will be in all of your hands, I imagine.
Very well. I have not forgotten our deal, but I will come for that knowledge another day.
You know,
Yeah. He'll nod on back and then head off. He'll probably he'll probably take first watch just to sit around and absorb everything that he's talked about.
so you'll be chilling with Suhara.
Yeah.
Isn't Basil supposed to be? I guess since we're taking long rest, never mind.
Huh?
I thought Basil was healing me, but we're actually just taking a long rest, so that's not needed.
Holo would have words for Colin Ball.
Oh,
Let's go!
okay. I guess, are we gonna take second, or do you want to do this before first watch or on second watch
We're
together?
doing this right now.
Doing this right now. Okay, alrighty.
You hear a quick few paw pads up to you, and you hear the paw pad stop, and you look up to see a holo with arms crossed looking at you. Are you seated?
Yeah, I'd be kind of, sitting crisscross with the sword laid out on my kind of lap since I'm on watch.
Okay, holo would be looking very slightly downward, but not that far down, because you're rather tall.
Can
Colin
I
Ball.
can I help you, Holo?
You're not from this time, are you? You're old.
That has so far been my understanding. but I do not know how long I was buried in that sand.
Why not?
I seem to have very few and very fragmented memories.
You remember someone that looks like me. You beheld
It's
my countenance for a moment too long when you first met us. Do I look familiar to you?
it is less that I know someone like you and more just like a memory of a memory.
It's a little melodramatic. You don't remember, but you remember a little bit. Why is that?
No, I do not know. I as much as a metal face can get frustrated, he's getting frustrated. I do not remember anything but pain.
Again with the melodramatics. Pain, like a dream, like a nightmare? How would you even know what pain is? You are, well, what you are.
Because I was once flesh.
Oh, so you do remember something.
I remember walking through grass, my hand touching the stalks, and it was the hand of, well, someone with flesh, not this metal.
Was it here? Was it in this land?
This land is a desert. Where I was from was a lush paradise.
Halabal, I think that's what this place used to be. There was a god, Uian, a nature god who sucks, in my opinion. He said that this desert is cursed, and there's been dreams, visions I've had through, well, a red-skinned orc who was watching, waiting, who happened to be killed by the same Uian. In those visions, this was not a desert, it was grassy, it was lush. Things used to grow here. Now, taken from that perspective, look around at the terrain, the hills, anything.
Zach, give me a history check. I'll say at advantage this time.
At advantage? Alright. Oof.
Wow, I'll say it's enough anyways. When you hear the name Leon, something flickers in you. You feel substantial rage. As a matter of fact, you don't even know, but you impulsively reach for your weapon.
Urion.
What'd you say?
I. That name. Urion.
Leon, you remember. Yes. Bottom half like a man, head like a stag. Yes?
I. I do not know.
Why not? Is your walnut busted? She attempts to smack you in the head.
He'll take the slap while he thinks and doesn't do much.
Anyone home? She knocks on it.
Stop that.
Then remember,
Will you?
it's imperative that you remember there's something wrong here. There's something wrong with all of this.
I want to remember. I want to see the green again.
Fuller grins a little bit. In moderation, I hope. Sorry, that's an inside joke. Anyways, what can I do to help?
I I do not know. I know that I draw my power from this crystal in my chest, and it is cracked. I know that my mind is fragmented. I hope that whoever we meet as we follow Suhara may be able to help. But until then, we seem to have similar goals. The memory of this place. If it indeed was this lush paradise and Uyon is to blame or had some hand in it, I will help you uncover that truth.
Good. I hope your deductive reasoning is still intact. But I have a feeling
You
that. Go ahead.
you seem incapable of finishing a thought without an insult shoved in there.
I had a rough upbringing. Pays to have a sharp tongue, quick wit.
I do not think a rough upbringing is. Never mind.
Perhaps you'll say more once you can remember your own upbringing.
I do not imagine that those memories would bring me much joy right now if they were, in fact, memories of being alive.
Oh, again, so very dour.
Would you not be dour if your fleshy form was stripped from you and you were put into this tin husk with
It's an
no
interesting
memory,
hypothetical.
out of time, in a land you do not have any sort of idea about?
Quite frustrating.
It is very frustrating.
So what will you do with that frustration?
I I do not know because I do not have an enemy. Just this quest for answers. You cannot hit answers. You cannot force them to give you the truth. But there has to be someone out there. Your memories, these dreams you're having, what else do they reveal?
Well, orcs mostly. The time long past. Wolves. An angry red wolf, specifically.
Orcs and wolves. So they are the enemy then.
No, no. Well, I don't think so. Enemies too. It's too limiting of a moniker, I'd say.
Hmm,
Maybe your deductive skills are broken.
maybe.
Maybe
But
in this new form of yours, you were tampered with in order to fight an enemy that may no longer exist.
I do remember fighting with others like me. I do not remember who we were fighting or for whom.
Oh, that. Hold that thought. And Holo quickly runs to grab the magical sword that the orc in armor dropped. And she'll come back with it. Do you recognize the sword? Do you know others that fight with? Well, I'll start with the basics. Do you recognize the sword? She does reveal this katana with that particular type of material it's made out of.
And Calabob will reach out and take it.
Give me a charisma save.
Charisma save.
It's for flavor, I promise.
Okay.
For a brief moment, if you had a heart, you felt like it fluttered. And if you had tears, you feel as if you would be weeping. As you hold the blade and kind of extend it forward towards yourself and then back to you, the name Master Lolan pops up for you.
Master Lolan.
Another
Where did
memory,
you
perhaps.
find this?
We fought an armored individual.
Like me.
Well, it's difficult to say. A fact check, it was basically an undead orc in armor, right?
Kind of. It is actually more similar to what Zach's Warforged is, yeah. You could tell he was undead and covered in the plating, but it's like he's like a what's the word? A cyborg.
So intermingled with zombified flesh and metal.
Yes.
Fought an individual that had some fleshy bits, old fleshy bits, and he was, for our purposes, made of armor. It was kind of all one and the same. We defeated him.
Where
It was near a pool of tears that was cried by a wolf god, L'Oreal, I assume.
take me there.
However, we have too many things to do. We cannot be retreading ground. We've already been to this location. But he basically melted away into ash, and this is all that remained. And I had a vision of him, of a red-skinned orc sitting by a lake. He was guarding something.
Guarding something.
Probably the Pool of Tears. It made me think he was connected with L'Oreal somehow. And if your stare laid on me for too long, it makes me wonder, were you not a defender of L'Oreal? It's a random hypothesis, I know, but it's been on my mind.
Hmm. May I keep this?
I think of all of us, you're the only one that could probably use it properly. So yes, keep it, but did you feel anything when you held it?
I felt. Would you say that the flutter and the memory made me feel elated or maybe more sad?
Sad.
Sad? I felt sad. I do not know if it is a sadness because I remember, I know who he was, or if it's perhaps from before my transformation into this form.
Polo says in Orcish. Maybe that means you are an orc too.
Did I understand that?
You understood the language.
Hmm. And I'll respond in Orcish. I do not remember having green skin.
No, I bet it was red, though. Fine. I guess you're more mortal than Ingot, Cal.
Thank you, Holo, the wise wolf.
Yes, and you best not get it twisted.
I do not know any other wolves I would call wise, so right now you get the name by default. And he tries to give the best looking kind of smirk that his metal face can give.
Holo guffaws. Oh, fine. Maybe it'll be worth having you tag along after all.
Great. I seem to have won over all of you now.
I don't know if it had anything to do with you specifically, but sure. But let me put another something in your walnut head. We are seeking a master blacksmith. You have a broken gemstone. Is it any more obvious what a goal for yours should be?
A master artisan may help.
I think so. I think there's a limit as to what your memories might be brought back, but fix the stone, I think we fix at least part of your memory. And that's good for you, and frankly, it would be good for me. I wish to know what happened here.
Yes, and if this land can be transformed back, that would be wonderful as well.
Tut, come now, we're not miracle workers. Mercenaries at best.
No, I think that is a quest truly worth taking, though. To restore a land, to allow green to return.
Oh, a metal idealist. Interesting combination. Well, one of us should be optimistic, I guess.
Yes, I feel very optimistic. Your friend Thal has bested a great enemy. You are set on a path of uncovering ancient answers. Although your friend Basil seems most disturbed. Is he all right in the head?
He
I thought I
is.
saw a blood vessel burst earlier in the day.
Oh, you definitely did. It would be as if you saw the inkling of a memory of everything you ever were, and then suddenly it vanished in front of your eyes. So close, but now so far. That is what happened to him when he saw his master appear, then disappear as we teleported away. I think anyone would be upset. In fact, I'm surprised he didn't stop blasting the minute we teleported.
Ah, I see. Well, he wishes to free his master. That too is a very admirable goal.
Yes, we all came here for different reasons, but I think we can help each other one way or another. All right, well, you sit there and knit yourself back together. It'll be a long day tomorrow.
Thank you, Holo.
Cal, been seen.
Anything else for anyone else? No? All right. Al, you said you were doing first watch with Zara, yeah? Give me a perception check. Oh. Hold on. Give me a d20. Oh. The sands are quiet. Nothing happens on this first watch. I don't know if there's no second watch, right? I didn't said you were going to do a second watch.
Huh?
Yeah, I think Suhara. I know Suhara was gonna do most of the watch, but I'm pretty sure somebody said second watch.
Well, Kalabal doesn't. He goes into watch mode for the entire long rest, so he's always on watch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if people want to like get caught up on watch or rest and do other things, they can. Kalabal's always on watch. It's the what's it called? Sentry's Rest.
So you can give me a d20. Sorry, I'm at a perception check, but you can.
Oh.
I'll take the d20 as well.
That's fair.
Basil, you can give me a d12.
The D12.
Mm-hmm. And all right. Before I get too into it, you guys want to take 10 now?
Yeah, I got to poop.
All right, yeah. So you need 15.
15 might be safer.
15 it is.
Sorry, I'll try to make it quick.
What was your? Did you roll that perception check, Callable?
Yeah, you took my 6 because I rolled a d20 accidentally. I don't know why.
No, I told you to roll a d20. And I told you to roll perception.
Oh, roll a perception and a d20?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were just taking the d20. Okay, my bad. Here's my.
Oh, you know what? No, I told Basil to roll. You're right. Yeah, I'll take the 6. What's your perception?
Okay. My passive perception?
No, like, what's your bonus? Do you have? Is it a 0? Is it just a flat 20 or?
Yeah, my perception is a 0. Yeah, I don't have any bonuses towards it, so it's just a d20.
Thank you.
You're welcome. douchebag.
So, as you guys are resting, Sahara kind of walks up to you, Palatable, and goes, "Do you hear that?
Here, what?
Sounds like someone's playing a flute."
Playing a flute out in the desert. And
Well,
he'll
that's
stand up.
crazy.
Where do you hear it from?
Up that way, just over that dune.
And Calabal will just start making his way over there, sword drawn, the great sword, the original great sword, and just making his way up the dune then.
Yeah. And as you go over the dune, you see a lady wearing, it looks like a mask, kind of like the head of a bison, just kind of furled over her head as she's just blowing on her red rug displayed out in the stand into the flute.
You said she's laying on a on something red?
She's sitting on a red rug,
Oh, a red rug.
red carpet.
Red car. Playing a flute, wearing a bison head. Hmm. Is she alone?
She is.
It's night. It's like the middle of the night, right?
Yes.
Did Suhara follow Calabal?
Suhara is behind you.
Well, that's certainly not what I was expecting. Does something like this seem familiar to you, Suhara?
Mm-mm.
Hmm. Go wake the others. I will investigate further. And I'll
Okay.
start making my way down the sand dune towards the woman.
Yeah, and it doesn't take you long. You approach. She doesn't move. She just continues playing the flute.
That is a nice tune you are playing. But you are camped. You are stopped awfully close to our camp. I will kindly ask that you depart from here.
She ignores you and continues playing her flute.
Uh, do I detect any um what's it called? I'm gonna use this.
The smell in the air is rather foul.
It is rather foul. Okay. Then I'm going to and did I get my long rest? Or is that interrupted?
That would be interrupted if you engage in combat.
Okay. I will ask you again to depart from here.
At this point, I think Suhara would have first gone to Holo to wake her up. She kind of shrugs you Holo and says, "There's a lady playing a flute."
Tell her to go away.
Calabar went over them.
I don't think we can trust him to something like that. Might cut someone's right in two. Ugh, what time is it?
Moon is high.
Ugh. right. It's better be worth it. Oh, see Callaball because he's tall and walk that direction.
So we'll then go to Thal. But before that, she continues to ignore you, Calibo, as she just plays her flute.
Then, okay, Caliba will take a couple steps back and just observe her and wait for the rest of the party to join him. What exactly can I tell what the smell is?
It's fiendish.
It's fiendish? Okay. And I'll just have my hand like on the great sword on my back, ready to draw it at a moment's notice.
Sora does wake you up, Thal, and just goes, "There's a lady playing a flute."
What?
There's a lady playing a flute. Although Thal and Calibo went to go investigate.
Very well. He'll get up. I guess he'll see Holo moving, and then he'll start trudging that way, grumbling. Lady playing a flute in the middle of the night. Wake up from the earth.
And then Suhara kind of looks around trying to find Basil. At which point she just yells, "Basil, are you there?" I don't know if you can hear that in the box or not.
He can hear everything going on outside of the box.
And don't feel required to leave.
He is sleeping right through it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, hearing her yell out, uh, he's in his music box. Just tell Eric where we are.
Oh, okay. And then Holo, you are the first to catch up to Calibo. Seeing this lady play her music.
How good's the playing?
It's pretty beautiful, to be honest. Very soothing.
Oh, that's a nice tune. Haven't been given such a gift of music as of late.
Careful, Holo. She smells like a fiend.
That's not Harrenball, though.
Who?
Harrenball, devil that visits Thal on occasion. We'll talk about it later.
I
She does stand up and continue playing her flute, doing a little bit of dance in place on the carpet. As Thal, you start to make your way over the dune and reach the rest of the party.
Yeah, as soon as I see them down there and I see the flute and the dancing, we haven't finished a long rest, but I still had 2 level 1 spell slots, so I'll burn one of them for a detect magic.
At the activation of the magic, she does stop playing her flute.
my hand on my sword hilt tightens.
You hear a soft giggle as she steps back, and a huge rush of wind blows towards you all. Everybody give me a strength save.
Fucking
So,
hell.
did I stop next to Holo and Calibo, or am I still on the dune behind her?
You're like up top to do. Yeah,
Okay, so still strength save.
still start same.
Gotcha.
Somehow, the only one blown back is Collable, like back into the dune. I'll even say he falls in like headfirst into the sand. Gets kind of stuck in there. And as the sand kind of clears away, the lady is gone, leaving just her carpet, and on top of it, an urn.
Did you say herb or urn?
Urn.
Did I get any magic off her before she disappeared, or did like I begin to cast the spell and she like did all this in that process?
It's as you casted the spell, she did it. So
Fair.
no matter.
Okay. Well, upon its completion, do I see any magic from the urn or the carpet?
Nope.
Interesting. Well, that was unexpected.
Calibal is gonna be digging his way out the sand and stand back up. She had the smell of a fiend about her.
Fiend, you say?
Olo
Yes.
looks accusingly at Thal.
I don't know of any fiends, and
Uh-huh.
no mention of them.
Well, let us leave. Anything from a fiend is no doubt tainted.
Well, we should at least see what is there. Best
I
not leave it for some passerby to stumble upon.
Then I will break the urn and shred the carpet. You two stay here.
Just wait one moment. And he'll clamber down and go up near to the urn and the carpet. Any like runes or obvious markers or anything on them?
The only thing you see is an etched drawing on the urn. What you see are four stick figures kind of bowing down to a crudely drawn dog? Wolf?
Well, seeing that, I'll call Holo over. Holo, look at this depiction.
Does look familiar, doesn't it? Bit like the urns from the church, I believe.
Do you think there's a connection?
Maybe. Although devils are wont to lie.
Yes,
Perhaps,
well,
perhaps it's a trick.
so everything has its cost. Shall we open it and find out?
Let me at least see if I want to see if it's the same as the drawings at the church, or if this fiend merely tried to mimic it. And Holo is proficient in forgery. She's going to use that knowledge of forgery to see if this is an imitation or not. And I have no idea what kind of roll that is. Good luck.
Investigation?
Yeah, sure.
Give you advantage. You guys said you're proficient in forgery.
Okay.
Wow. As you kind of look over the urn, it looks like the real deal completely. It doesn't seem to be a forgery at all. The interesting thing about it, though, that you've noticed is it seems made rather recently. It doesn't seem worn or torn like the others that you've encountered.
Recently made, so similar to the others that it's masterfully done in the same manner. Unlike the church, which was very much decrepit and decomposed, this was made fresh. Or at least rejuvenated. I think made.
Hmm.
What does it smell like? She does hover above the urn and do a sniff.
As you sniff it, make perception check. You get the faintest scent. How do I describe this? You get the faintest sense of wheat from where the lid of the urn would be.
Ah, more wheats. I imagine the wolf I'm after, or a wolf that is on these pots, must have a thing for wheat. I wonder if L'Oreal has something to do with wheat specifically, rather than the fire from the fire wolf. I don't know.
Perhaps this goddess of old is no longer a goddess. Perhaps her nature has changed.
That I doubt. This feels like something different. Inconclusive, but interesting nonetheless.
Now, give me a history check.
Ooh, I love a history check. History check don't love me though.
Does the field of urns remind you of anything?
The field of urns.
Maybe I worded it as something for maybe like field of pottery or something like that.
Not, I'm drawing a blank. Field of pottery or a field of urns. That wasn't in the dream, because that was something else. Yeah, no, what the fuck? When was this around? I gotta check notes.
I believe Sarah may have said it to you. It was I think I recall telling you about certain locations you might want to see.
Yes. Okay. Now I got you. Okay. Yes, I do remember that.
There you go. So as you kind of look over the urn, you kind of remember that that little tidbit.
I think we may want to take these with us.
They were left by a fiend.
And
Fiends cannot be trusted.
items of power, even power itself, is not inherently evil or good. It is simply the individual that uses them. Sure, there may be some trickery behind it, but they are interesting items nonetheless.
By taking it, we are inadvertently accepting the fiend's help, even if we do not understand what it means. That usually comes with a cost.
That sword you carry, it came from a dragonborn who sought to kill us and enslave Basil at his very command because he was ordered to do so. By your definition, that sword would be evil. So, in you carrying it, does that then make you the purveyor of that dead dragonborn's wishes?
No, because I killed him and took it from him. You are, she left it behind, and you are then taking it. She clearly meant for it to be left for us. That means she was offering us aid, and that will come at a cost.
If that is how you see things, you will find this world very disappointing. However, if there's a cost that you fear so, you need not touch it.
Then you will carry this burden. I do not want anyone else unwilling to take on that cost.
Yeah, you'll see with that, he'll open up the bag at his hilt, use some magic to lift the urn into the air, and then drag it over and place it inside the bag. Um, I don't know if the rug small enough to fit in the bag.
Does this world have stories about magic carpets? Flying carpets, maybe?
I'd say so.
Thou, you don't think. She points at the rug and goes like, whoosh, whoosh.
Sense no magic from it. I suppose it could be dormant, but unlikely.
Holo hops on the rug.
Polo, wait.
Too late. See, nothing's wrong. But I take your point, Colin Ball. We must be careful of fiends and things that lie by nature. But we might need to dance in the palm of lesser things to get the information that we need. This wolf on that urn, that could be my ancestor. And if you are tied to memories of someone like me, then that leads the answers. If only fiends held the answers to your memories, would you walk away?
I guess
Bit of a,
not.
bit of a catch-22.
Yes, it is.
That said, getting boons from all manner of creatures willy-nilly is no good either. We mustn't be so easy. But Thal, you seem to recognize something about this urn.
It was a place of interest that Vera was telling me of. It's, for some reason, it seems to fit in with the story. Why it would be here, I do not know.
Point of order, did Thal ever share that Heron Ball had a rival fiend? Rival devil in the desert?
Yeah,
You don't think this is the fiend that Heron Ball was after? Perhaps trying to get at Heron Ball's protege if this devil is in fact at odds with Heron Ball. Could be a very devilish trap.
that's very wise. And not something that I took into account. But you could be right.
But I still want to go. I know we have a million and one things that we're doing, but let's at least hang on to the urn, think about it, and as we come across the field, we play it safe.
Yes. I'll keep it safe in the bag. And again, he'll roll up the carpet. If it can fit in the bag, he'll put it in the bag. If it can't fit, he'll just, carry it.
Bag of holding?
Yes.
Yeah, it should fit.
Okay, then yeah, he'll magic it over and then just stuff it into the bag. A later experiment. Now, unless there are other musicians, I'm going back to sleep.
And you can see Suhara and Eric kind of walking over to Dune, looking at all you guys. Eric just speaks again with his bird mask on, looking like the Art Crocker he was before. Is everything okay?
I guess as I'm walking up and passing them, apparently a fiend left us a gift.
An urn, 4 stick figures, and a wolfy looking thing, and a carpet. Mean anything to either of you?
Well, my interactions with fiends, I try to keep at a minimal.
Fair enough. Oh, Suhara, you serve someone that's wolf-like. Does that picture mean anything to you? Seen anything like it?
Yeah, I'll take it out the bag and show it to her.
No, not to me. Maybe Asuka could do something with it. Honestly, quite surprised. This doesn't look damaged at all. Where did you find this?
The woman or creature disappeared as I tried to ascertain what magic was in the area. She left this behind.
Would you happen to know of a field of urns?
A field of urns? No. No, not at all.
Have you not traveled around the desert?
Well, to tell you the truth, as our search for ancient artifacts go, we haven't really done much of the archaeology side of it, more of the taking side of it.
Ah, cracking open tombs.
No, not quite.
Then how do you explain, she just gestures towards Collarball.
Well, he seemed interesting as we were wandering by doing our patrols. Just kind of half sticking out of the sand. I figured it might be of use to Ashka.
Ashka isn't the leader of a gang of bandits, is she? Nothing
Define
nefarious
bandits.
is she doing? Honest work, yes.
Her goal is righteous.
Do you think so?
I know so.
Might I insight check?
Yes. One thing that you have learned from talking to Sahara is that she has a very hard time lying, like distressingly so. So you can tell in this moment she is telling the truth. She does believe that Ashka has a righteous goal.
All right then. Ashka grows more intriguing by the minute then. But as you say, Thal, it is far too late for this type of chat. But yes, we are safe, probably.
Okay. I guess back to bed with most of us.
It's back to bed.
Yep. And so we'll continue the long rest. You guys get your full long rest. There's no combat ensued. And the sun rises, and I assume you guys continue on your journey. Unless there was anything anyone wanted to do before setting off.
Probably after we're like on the way at some point, I will Thauron will go up to Basil. Basil, your companion, Minmar, has he ever talked to you about the primals?
No, I don't believe they've up primals.
Apparently, they're ancient entities. From what Hornball has said, it seems they are similar to manifestations of the elements. He hinted that that Midmar had some connection to one.
Oh, well, that would make sense. He does offer to connection to the sea. Be getting quite sickly in our travels. Corruption. Apparently, Leviathan is behind it.
Hmm. Hornball did not seem to know that this Leviathan was one of the primals, but I suppose there are things he may not know, or perhaps Leviathan is something else. But regardless, next time you have a conversation with him, if you would be inclined to ask him about the primal of fire. It seems I may have some business with them in the future.
Oh, well, I could attempt to call him out and have a discussion. Like, you could be a part of it.
If he is open to that and has the strength, then yes, by all means.
Well, to ask, I suppose. Kind of pulls out the music box, kind of holds it in his palm out in front of him. Midma, can you, I assume you can hear me? Could you make your presence known? We have a few more questions.
As you guys are kind of talking, Suhara does like kind of look back and says, "Questions? Aren't we moving?"
Yeah, yes, of course. Just one moment, please, Suhara. Of course, we'll be wait momentarily.
And Midmar does kind of respond, "Questions? Have you learned something new?"
Well, sort of. Darren here wishes to know about the primals. Yes, that's what it was, Darren, the primals?
Yes, specifically, any information on the primal of fire.
Oh, the primals. I did not expect any of you to know of them. It would be quite a conversation to have now, but I do know that the fire's name was Esquivet.
How do you spell that? Thank you.
Why the sudden interest?
Am I hearing this too, or is only Basil hearing this?
I believe it's allowed.
Okay,
Can we all hear it just for the sake of brevity?
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, yeah, Key's not hiding anything. Uh, I have been informed that this Escovite may be in possession of my sister.
Hmm.
Is this something that these primals tend to do?
Not all, but those of flame tend to be quite prolific slavers.
That would explain my dream of fire. I had thought it just a manifestation or nightmare, but perhaps I have seen this primal already. Do you know how to kill one?
Killer primal. Oh. Ah. No. No.
Very well. We need to get moving, but I would like to revisit this conversation at some point, if you are willing.
As long as we're not discussing killing primals, I can share what I will.
Very well.
But as you guys continue on, anyone who is willing can give me a perception check. Wow, Holo and Basil, as you continue on, You can see in the very far distance what seems like just a wall, a pillar of sands kind of flying around rapidly, quite far away in distance. As it comes into sight, Sahara also points at it and she says, "Okay, this should be a good spot." She stands up on top of a dune, and you see fire kind of flicker around her rapier as she shoots a scorching ray up into the sky.
What exactly are you doing?
I'm trying to signal the main fleet ship, hoping they see it in the distance.
So you don't have random ships here and there. You have a whole fleet. Interesting.
Ashka is quite the charismatic leader. And there's many who wish to learn the desert secrets. After all, look at all of you.
Yes, I'd best get in line by the sounds of it.
And I say you guys kind of like wait for like 30 minutes until you see an outrageously large frigate. Doesn't even feel like it's supposed to be here, just kind of flushing through the sand, heading towards you guys at a rapid speed.
That is impressive.
There it is. It's the Dune Howl.
Well, Basil, I think we've come to the right place for some transportation.
Yes, yes, hopefully. Long and we can. Whatever that town was called.
The large ship does stop below you as Suhara shoots up another scorching ray up into the sky. A large kind of wooden bridge drops, well, no, or a large rope ladder kind of drops down to the side as you see several orcs with turbans wrapping their head, kind of looking down at you all, ushering you up.
Holo says in Orcish, well met.
They kind of speak down in Orcish again and saying, "Do you walk upon the sands freely in search of truth?"
Always.
They kind of raise their eyebrow, look at each other, they'll look at Suhara and say, "Mm," and then usher you guys up anyways.
Yeah, I'll head on up. And just if there are like runes on these sails as well that I can see, just seeing if I can match them to the ones I saw on the smaller one, see if there are any different things.
Yeah, perception check.
Come on, perception, don't let me down.
This ship is riddled with runes. Like the intricacy, the craftsmanship, it's outrageous. This is by all means a piece of machinery that should not work, but you can tell a very skilled, someone very well attuned with magic had to have been responsible for this. Could give Hagar a run for his money.
Oh, this is just a day for smiles.
Holo whispers to Basil, "Tal's gone bye-bye."
hopefully this one's various than his previous interests.
Touche, Basil. Touche.
Shara kind of leads you up and starts kind of leading you towards the main cabin. Says, "All right, it's time to go meet Ashka. You guys ready?"
Oh, whoa, she's here.
Well, this is her main ship. Lucky enough for us.
How about that? Well, dust howl, I suppose that is a bit on the nose, isn't it?
Dune Howl, thank you.
Whatever. It's all dust out here, anyways.
No, be sure to get it right. She has a lot of pride in the ship's name.
Oh, thank you for the heads up.
She does kind of give you a thumbs up and leads you through. And as you open the door and enter the hallway, Olo, give me a perception check. Oh, wow. Yeah, let's use up all those nat 20s, guys. You smell moss. As you look forward, you see an orc green in skin with braids that go all the way down to his feet. His armor covered in several bits of fungi and a large scar going over his eye. Battle ready, battle torn. You know who this orc is. It could only be Kimrick. Sitting alone at the end of the hallway.
Does he see her?
He does stare back at you.
Ah, shit. You see Holo take a deep breath. Hey. Surely the host won't let people kill each other in here. Let's hope not. Let's hope they don't allow challenges for a duel to the death. Hopefully that's not one of the bylaws here. But that depends on the circle, I guess. Shit.
I'm sorry, did you miss something?
Kendrick. Sorry, Kimrick. Not Anna Kendrick. Kimrick, he's it's one of the reasons why my family left the tribe. He does not like me.
You can get in line.
Ha. Ha. You see Holo's laughing, but there is an undercurrent of nervousness that you are unused to seeing in her.
Yeah, I think detecting that surprising hand on shoulder squeeze, it will be fine. You are not who you were before.
Suhara kind of whispers, I don't know that one.
Well,
Let us hope you don't have to. But why is he here?
He does rise up from his seat and start walking towards you.
You hear Holo
Um,
growl. Well, I
I'll
am orc still.
I'll step kind of right up next to Holo and put my hand on my sword hilt again.
No, Kyle, it's fine. It's an issue of honor, I'm afraid. But if he does strike me, please back me up.
he'll be crushed before he gets the chance.
Kimrick of Free Green, she says in Orcish.
And just as he's about to speak, something kind of flies right by him. Basil, give me a dexterity set.
Okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Roll another 6.
Okay.
Fortunately, well, yeah, fortunately, not high enough. As Himrick is about to open his mouth, something kind of rushes past him, and you hear a loud squeal go, Basil! As something jumps up, grabs you, and brings you to the ground. In front of you, you see a dragonborn, unique in scale color as it's a pale kind of quartz, horns floating by her side. You know her well, Basil. It's Astrid.
Oh,
Oh, she's really cute.
Facts.
And that's where we'll put a pin on it.
Come on.
What?
You bastard!
it's like twice in a row he's done shit like this.
Seriously, I don't even get to say anything. I just, bitch.
Yeah, let it nest in you for a bit.
For a bit. For a bit. We don't even know when the next session's gonna be. Fuck you.
Didn't even hit the 3-hour mark.
Ah, that was a badass fucking episode. I tell you that.
Sorry for Lord dumping the shit out of you guys.
He says every session.
Yeah. I think